All right, we're back. I don't know if anybody's watching at this point. We are back. Well, thank you all for being our guinea pig this evening.
Nah. I don't think the snacks were worth it.
There wasn't any snacks, I told you that.
Yeah, but still. Did it just end? Oh.
No, it's giving me fit.
Is it Sunday already?
This is a terrible, terrible live stream, and I thank you all for enduring our pain. So, fourth try is the charm. Is this the 4th or like the 19th? I had to reboot 3 times through there. So what I've done is I've disconnected the main camera. For those of you who don't know, we're running 2 Logitech 920Cs.
Yes, you are too late, Tony.
Oh no, you're never too late.
Yes, he's too late.
I put that in the tweet.
No, late.
So I'm running 2 Logitech 920Cs, and Walter from Country 3D just ordered a 922 to run with his 920. I'm hoping that fixes some of the problems, and I will do the same thing. Still was neat to see backstage. Or nothing about backstage is neat around here. There's junk piled up everywhere. So what I've done is I've disconnected our main 920. We are now running on the one that I use as a detail camera, which is why the angle is now a little bit weird. I'm also going to find myself looking up there a lot, and you're actually over here. Yeah, so let's see if by taking that camera out, something I noticed this time, every time that I rebooted the machine, a couple seconds later the camera was connecting. The USB was connecting, but it was connecting late, so that might have something to do with it. But I don't know. I mean, if you guys are willing to tolerate all of this,
motion sickness.
If you guys are willing to tolerate all of this, we are more than willing to push on. Maybe the USB voltage is low. That is very possible. Maybe I should try disconnecting everything out of this computer that's not essential. I do have a USB powered hub, but the main camera runs off of its own USB card, which could in fact be part of the issue. It is a PCI USB card. It is just an off-brand, but it's a USB 3. The other camera runs off of one of the onboard USB ports, but in the hub, I do have some. Well, I have a cable that runs the hot box. For you guys that aren't familiar with my hot box, it's my Stream Deck. I have a cord coming to charge my tablet, which could probably be shut off because I don't use it. And then I have a set of USB speakers. Otherwise, I don't think that we have anything else USB running off of this machine, at least not right now. So, but that is a great suggestion and something I will watch. I don't know if it's something I can monitor with my software, but I do want to fire this software back up. Not that it's helping, because I am never looking at it when the computer fails. So Xander, your job tonight is to never take your eyes off of this.
Wait, what? Why?
I'm just kidding. We had at one point thought that it was a temperature related issue. It is absolutely not. It is not a memory related issue. I ran 3 days of memory test on it. So, hey Shalom, it's not worked out, buddy. We're running on a string right here. I don't know. I mean, you guys are my you guys are kind of my guinea pigs, and if it continues to fail, I'm gonna have to do some like private streams by myself.
Hi, Harley.
And see. Hey, Harley.
I'm doing well, Paul. How about you?
Tony Ryan's asking you an important question. I've already told everybody. You can let it out.
I'd rather not.
What?
Rather not.
So as of this point, Xander's Think Thursday is on hiatus. It is not an easy task for a 12-year-old to pick a model every week and then be enthusiastic to talk about it. The models are getting very repetitious and it's getting very difficult. So at this point, Xander's Think Thursday is taking a break until we decide the direction that we want to go with it. So, Carl Brown's in the house.
We should release the theme song, like make a longer version.
Why now? He wants a raise again?
Honestly, yes, I do.
He wants a beating. That's what he wants.
But we should release, like, make like a 3-minute long version of the theme song and release it, like, on Amazon Music or something.
On Spotify.
Spotify.
So I know you guys are probably getting really bored of doing it, but if you guys will click that thumbs up on this version of the video, I'd appreciate it. Well, these printers are packaged really well. I mean, that's some good packing material.
Can I see that big?
Only if you promise that you're not going to tear it up, because I keep all the boxes for these in case I end up deciding to give them away or whatever.
So that's how tall it's going to be.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this is 300 by 300 by 400. I thought it was 450, but it's only 400. It is a robust feeling printer. There's something else in this one. Yep.
Oh, we got filament.
Yeah, not that like crappy little typical.
We got white PLA and the fancy.
What did you want to see this for? You want to wear it like a hat?
No, I don't.
You have to wear it this way. It's like a cheesehead hat.
I challenge you to a duel.
So Xander and I have this game that we play. We will be like in a Home Depot or whatever. And one of them, it used to be just gloves. It started with just gloves where we'd pick it up and we'd smack the other one. I challenged you to a duel, and now it's progressed into all kinds of. He hit me with a grouting sponge the other day at Home Depot. Challenged me to a duel. Should I read the instructions or should I just do this? Maybe Xander should do big models, something like the X-Wing Martin did, that need assembly, and do one a month. Well, we considered a once a month platform. The problem with that is it's really easy to forget about doing it if you only do it once a month. And Xander kind of quit doing all of his own 3D printing and stuff long ago, and the load was put on me. So I don't want him to do big, long, once-a-month projects because I don't need any more projects. You got to keep up with the chat.
I will come
Stop taking your eyes off that graph. Read the chat. Look at the graph. Read the chat. Look at one eye on each one.
I don't think that's possible.
Nerf dart duel. Eye 10 spaces. Oh, we do that too. I shot Xander in the eye one time. I went to shoot him in the stomach and he was ducking at the time, and like right in the eye.
I will come help with Xander's Think Thursday. I'm honestly curious how that would go.
What does it say?
Harley said he would come and help with
Harley got a 3D printing pen.
Have a Glenn Thing Thursday.
Do not use the printer any way other than described herein in order to avoid personal injury or property damage. It's actually a pretty nice manual for those of you who haven't played with a Creality. Of course, I don't know how all Crealities are. This is my first Creality. Glenn Thing Thursday. I had to like dub over Xander's theme. It's Glenn Thing Thursday. Ooh.
That's a disgrace.
Bringing 3D printed things every single Glenn day. Alright, so I gotta find some screws. This camera angle is terrible. I just don't know how to fix it. I don't have anything to set the camera on back behind the table. For those of you guys who are wondering why I didn't disconnect this camera and leave the main camera, the main camera stopped functioning. Like, it went black and didn't come back. No jokes there. No jokes.
Does using the printer only in the described manner provide protection for all your property? What's a heck of insurance policy they give you?
I don't know. Let me reread that and see.
Did that line in the instructions mean that we can't use this thing to make cookies like Fuchsia does?
Do not use the printer in any way other than described herein in order to avoid personal injury or property damage. So, absolutely, if you use this printer as described in this manual, you are invincible. You will forever avoid personal injury and property damage.
Zachary's thing, no.
No, he won't allow a Zachary's thing Thursday. No.
What's the build size?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, come on, putty knives are not that expensive. This one is like, I could have 3D printed something better. The build size is 300 by 300 by 400. Well, it came with a metal feeler gauge. That's pretty cool. You don't have to paper test. And an extra piece of Capricorn tubing. That's one of the big claims to fame on this printer, is that it uses Capricorn tubing. So, is that in the way? Can you see?
Oh, I can't see. Well, I guess Xander needs to tighten up.
It was getting hard. I mean, like, he would try to pick something, and there's just nothing good to print anymore. We've printed it all. There's nobody out there making any designs.
All right.
I'm picking on Shulm because they did so many this year. Okay, so I'm being a little scatterbrained tonight. I gotta get to this. You read the chat, so I don't have to. Gantry frame installation. 4 M5 by 25.
We only did 203 last year.
See?
I did 3.
Bunch of slackers. I designed a whole entire printer. I mean, come on. Rack screws. Now, they could write in the manual, rack screws, if that's what they're going to write on the sticker.
Only have like 138 on Thingiverse.
This is the tools. It's the tools.
Next time I come over, I will bring my 3D pen with me.
Value added package. It's got a couple of sensors, extra wheels, belts, nozzles. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'd like to see your pen, Harley, because we just got one. We got one from GearBest that at first I thought was going to be a little bit shoddy, but it turned out to be really decent.
What model Creality is it?
This is the CR-10S Pro.
Okay. Glenn, you can save time by not reading the instructions.
Yeah, I know, but then I can't give you guys a feel for if the instructions are any good. Usually I enjoy the instructions from overseas because the English translation is so terrible. And again, I'm sure my Chinese translations are terrible. I'm not picking, I'm just saying it entertains me.
Watch for the box I send out today. Okay, Paul.
You sent it today, Paul? All right, that'll put it here. That'll put it here probably in the middle of the week, but I will not be back at the post office until the end of the week, so I will get that on Friday. Which means it'll make a week from Mondays. Mailbag Monday, if there is one. Here, hold this. I don't want to set it down. Just hold it. Just hold it up.
Oh gosh.
I could have made you hold this side. This camera angle is terrible. You guys can't even see what's going on. Well, that's nice. They set the nozzle down so far onto the that it's like pegging into the bed. So up we go, up we go.
If it doesn't work, you can use the parts to get your favorite ANET E10 running.
You just wait. When this thing is done being built, I'm going to go pick that thing up and throw it out the front window.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, I think I've already found it another home.
And then can I take the sledgehammer to it?
Somebody who apparently likes abuse.
Who?
Well, whoever wants that thing must like abuse. Oh, that's smooth. That bed is smooth.
It's smooth.
Okay. Looks like I can get to...
Shane wants it.
I don't know if that's really true, Shane. What I do believe is true is that you think you want it.
No, he wants it. He wants it. And he's just gonna... Oh, we'll put it in a box right away, Shane. Before you ask, no, I don't want it. After rebuilding 6 Da Vinci's, I'm sick of abuse.
In fairness, it could be a very good printer. It needs a main board. It needs a bed. Because the bed has got, the bed is bowl-shaped.
Harley also wants it. I'm not sure if he does, but...
Again, Harley, you think you want
it. It could be a very good printer, but for the fact it isn't.
That had to have been Brian Vines that said that.
It is.
That's his sense of humor. It could be a good printer if it wasn't such a pile of crap. No, I mean, the crazy part is I sold like 13 of those through my GearBest link. Even though right next to the GearBest link it said, I don't recommend this printer, but if you decide you really want one, here's a link to go get it. And people bought it.
If, like, you tell people not to buy it, they're gonna buy it.
Yeah, like, don't buy this printer. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna buy that printer.
This one. No, not this one.
But, I've talked to some of the people who bought them through my link, and they were happy with it. So I just got a lemon. It just happened to be that they sent the lemon to the guy with the YouTube channel. Use it to print cereal balls, then the bed is fine. Yeah, it's like it's almost a millimeter off between the middle and the outside of the bed. Proof poor people make poor decisions based on budget. Yeah, but it's not cheap. You could, for the money, you can buy a CR10. For the same amount of money that you buy that thing, you can get a CR10.
How's the weather by you guys?
It was warm today.
And cold yesterday.
Yeah, it is. It's fluctuating. Like, it'll be down into like the upper 30s at nighttime, and then it'll be 80 degrees out during the day. So, well, it would be a good source of parts. Make a Core A10 out of it. I don't even know if it's a good source of parts. They're not really great parts. But so here's my thought, and you guys can give me your opinion as well. But if I was to hack that printer up and turn it into something else, and I'll be the first one to say that we don't really need more printers. The only reason I want more printers is for the experience of different printers. Like, I'm not a Bowden expert by any means, so I'm hoping that this printer will change my perspective on Bowden. But if I was to hack that printer up and turn it into something else, would that be not necessarily wrong, but would it be less right than giving it to somebody who will fix it and just use it as it's intended? Do
not touch the heated bed.
Dude, already breaking the rules. Because I have a design in mind for a camera tripod that is actually going to be built out of extruded aluminum using stepper motors and some type of a control board that I can send code to from a Arduino and change the camera angles and stuff with my hotbox, or like you could do with an Elgato Stream Deck.
Isn't that the point of rules, for them to be broken?
All right. He watched Deadpool, the PG-13 Deadpool, and now he's quoting Deadpool. But if I was to hack that printer up, my thought is if I was to hack that printer up and turn it into something that's not a printer, isn't that kind of a slap in the face to somebody out there who really wants a printer and doesn't have one? I guess that's what I'm saying. And you guys can say yay or nay, but make anything you want out of it or share it, whichever. But I mean, do you guys understand what I'm saying? I mean, I guess in one sense I would feel kind of bad if I hacked it up when I know that there's people out there who really want a 3D printer. Now my wife said, "Yeah, but do you want to give them a broken printer?" And I'm like, "Well, no, but I also don't want to fix this one, or I would have done it for myself." I mean, it needs a $40 control board and either patience or a new bed.
How many apples grow on a tree?
All of them. Did somebody post that? Alright, so I like the build of it so far. Like, I like the way it's put together. Oh, that bed. Feel how smooth that bed is. There's no chatter in that. It's almost like Fun King built this thing. It's almost as smooth as the FK1. A lot of aluminum. I know that the CR10 in the past with the run out sensor, it was just kind of hobbled on there. This one is I'm trying to determine if that's aluminum, but
patience is something I need more of.
Yeah, it's all aluminum. The extruder is aluminum. It's got Bondtech style gearing on it. I'm sure they're not actually Bondtech, but it's an aluminum extruder assembly. It is Capricorn tubing. It's kind of exciting.
It looks like a really nice printer.
It's supposed to be auto bed leveling, so I guess we'll find all that out.
It looks very fancy.
It is heavy.
Is it touchscreen? I think it's touchscreen.
I think it is touchscreen. Alright, so it's got a big ribbon cable that goes up to the extruder, which kind of just dangles out here. Boy, that camera is terrible.
That's all we got.
That's all we got for right now.
Sean wants to know the build volume.
300 by 300 by 400. You should know by now. I've already said it 5 times. You could answer that question. I thought originally it was 300 by 300 by 450, but it is not.
You lied to me.
So
you could replace the bad bed with a mirror, right? I could verify the flatness of it for you. I mean, inspecting mirrors is a job I could really see myself doing.
Wow, you typed all that just for that corny joke. I did actually try putting a mirror on there, and the mirror...
I just now got the joke.
He's a little slow. The mirror ended up sagging to meet the bed. So I was going to end up having to put tape and paper underneath there. And really what it comes down to is I just got really aggravated and decided I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I had asked GearBest, and I'm going to slam GearBest a little bit here. They were nice enough to send me the printer. That I will give them. Look at that. Creality actually sent us a US plug.
Whoa!
GearBest never sends us a US plug, speaking of bashing GearBest.
Xander, can you figure out my riddle? What can go up a chimney, down, but can't down a chimney? What? I'm confused. Just
what can go up a chimney down, but can't go down a chimney up? But anyway, so when I reached out to GearBest and asked them to send me replacement parts for a year, they finally, like after back and forth, they finally got with me and said that I hadn't generated enough sales for them to send me another ANET E12. And I was very angry at that point and said, I don't want another E12. I want a control board and a bed for this one. So all the fighting was because they thought I was asking for yet another printer.
Adam said our mics are crackling.
It says your mic is crackling.
And then correction, both are crackling.
Oh, it's probably because I was being loud. Let me know if it still does it. I can turn the gain down. I think that I just have the mics a little too hot right now. I got plenty of battery. How much battery you got?
I have 2 bars.
Do you still have 2 bars?
Yes.
And do your friends have 2 bars? And do they have 2 bars?
He might have 2 bars.
Yeah, just let me know. Let me know if it's still bad.
Oh my gosh,
I was being pretty heated.
I hear a joke about paper. Never mind, it's terrible.
I don't want to grab that screw out of your lap. Thank you.
Please don't.
Bad touch, bad touch. Not really sure. Not sure how or where this, like I don't know which way this spool holder should hang. Software installation, in case you don't already know. It shows it going to the rear.
How does a penguin build its house? It glues it. It glues it together.
You know, there's a rule in the world of radio that you don't ever start when you have like a call-in radio show. You don't ever start with like doing jokes because they get progressively worse as time goes.
I know.
Case in point.
I know.
And how come these screws never fit a metric?
Not impressed with this group of followers. No one got my riddle. No.
No, I'm kind of sidelined right now, but sidetracked, whatever.
What do you call? Oh no, that's.
What?
That's really bad.
Yeah, let's not start doing racial jokes, huh?
That was really bad.
Definitely don't need that going on. I don't think I like where they choose to put this.
Nah, it's actually.
I was gonna say I think it'd be better hanging off the side, but this has got to come up, so it can't.
How about race car jokes?
As opposed to race car. Well, that was fun. It's built.
Okay, bye guys.
That didn't take very long. I probably should have taken a little time and prepared a file for this. I didn't even open the tool bag.
Who's gonna keep the first print off of this?
Oh, I don't really know. I built it, so I guess me.
Okay, fine.
All right, here we got
par. I don't think we're ending it yet.
Gotta have par. Maybe I'll get that foot up on the bench. I need a bigger bench or less stuff, one or the other.
You need both.
I do need both. This bench is like, what's it, 4.5, 5 feet deep this way. But
what don't drivers eat before a big race? In case they get...
I think that's supposed to be why.
Oh.
So they get indigestion. Bum 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 bum.
Boop.
All right, let's put Shane on mute for a while. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this printer has auto bed leveling, but it also comes with a feeler gauge so that you can manually level it. It does seem very smooth. I like the red anodized parts. The parts seem robust. Now this guy is it's like $5.99. So of course at that point I want to say go buy a Prusa, but two different animals.
It's pronounced slightly, and you know it.
Chris Riley is in the house. Hey everybody, it's Chris Riley from Chris's Basement. Thank you, brother. You got to stop doing stuff like that, but I appreciate it. I don't mean the money. I mean saying, you know, Slick 3R. So Tom Sandlander, which I always mess up his name, made a comment on Twitter. Was it yesterday or today, Chris? I think it was yesterday. About not pronouncing it Slicer, or he's going to start calling Simplify 3D Simplified, and Prusa Prushi, which I think is funny, but.
Some guys like 3R for live yesterday, I think.
Slick 3R for life. No way. I can't do it. I can't do it. And Richard Zidim, he calls it Slicker, which really drives me crazy.
I'm going to start calling it that.
I'm going to push you down the stairs.
No need, I'll just jump down the stairs. Casa del Waco is in the house. Hi guys, looks like you'll be catching up to Chris Riley with all the printers soon.
Well, I don't know if anybody could catch up with Chris Riley in printers. Woo! That guy's got some printers. I do gotta say though, they've done a really nice job with this. There is no Z limit on these because of the auto bed leveling.
What kind of music do mommies listen to? Rap music. One more and I'm done.
I think one more and you're done. Add you to the ban list, sir.
Please don't. I'm really enjoying this.
Well, it gives you something to do. Hey, I don't want to jinx it, but after 4 failed starts...
I know what you're thinking about. Stop it. It definitely is the camera, but don't jinx it.
Well, I don't know if it's the camera or the fact that we run 2 of them.
I think it's the camera. Because at the point it was not working, I think the camera was slowly dying, and that's what caused the computer to shut down.
I don't know if I buy into that theory.
Well,
I think it has something to do with running both of them.
Got my aluminum tool plate for the belt printer. Wow, that stuff is nice. Thanks for the recommendation.
Awesome. Did you get it from the Midwest Steel and Tool?
Yes, it is me, Walter.
Walter's in the house! Anybody know how to level a printer? I would think a printer like this, you would do the same thing like the Prusa and just run it to the top. Except for there's no, they're not even. You would think there would be some point of reference.
Use a
Can I,
use a hammer to level it. Yeah.
use a hammer? Okay.
Which hand is better to write? Neither. It's better to write with a pen. Did you hear Shane's joke?
Yes. How could I not hear it?
Should I say it again?
No. Alright, so if this is a stupid idea, y'all can yell at me, but I'm thinking if I come off of the X and down to the chassis.
You should do some more, Shane. Some more jokes. I bet Dad will really appreciate it. Why do you need Z sensor if you have automatic bed leveling?
Well, you don't. That's what I'm saying. It does not have a Z switch because of the auto bed leveling. I was referencing it to myself because I was trying to figure out where to set the gantry height.
What do you call cheese that's not your cheese? Not your cheese.
Wow. How much time do you have?
It's not your cheese.
Alright. This side of the gantry, the X. Walter, if you're still in here, I can't wait until you get that 922 and try it. I know that I was bugging the crap out of you today, sending you all that stuff, but I hope that those files, I hope that program works for you.
Xander needs sleep. I don't know what you're talking about. What the?
I had to loosen all the wheels on the X gantry to level it out. Haven't had an issue since. Moderators to the rescue. All right, this is the part where I get the level out, right? The spirit level and start leveling my bed to the earth.
Which superhero hits the most home runs?
Is that still Shane? I'm banning.
No, please don't ban.
I'm banning him right now.
No.
I don't care that he was here through 4 restarts. I'm banning him.
This is the only reason I'm still here. Whew.
All I'm trying to do is get it close with this.
Why can't you trust atoms?
Oh my gosh, does anybody have anything to say that's 3D printing related?
Why can't you just they make up everything?
So has anybody seen the Once Upon a Deadpool movie? The one that's PG-13? I didn't think that they were actually going to be able to pull that off, but it was actually pretty funny. All right, so I'm going to say that that's really close. Maybe some little clip on weight on one side of the bed.
It's not your cheese.
I think this is I think it's good to go. I'm gonna have to pick some filament. I don't want to use that filament. In fact, I think I'm gonna...
But it has the really cool looking spool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that to somebody. I think I already know who I'm gonna give it to.
Yeah, I think I know who you know that. Wait, what?
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 I think what I am going to use is some IC3D. Oh, you know what I want to use?
Sandra, what do you call a cow with no leg? Oh gosh, I don't know.
Use some AIO robotics.
It's ground beef. Beef.
AIO robotics. If you guys haven't had a chance to try out some AIO robotics, it's available through Amazon. The link is in the description below.
Why did the scarecrow win a reward?
I'm just going to ignore you. Are you watching that graph?
No, he was outstanding in his field.
Alright, fingers crossed that this thing doesn't crash into the bed. Why would they leave the switch in the on position?
What do you call a cow with two legs?
Oh.
I don't like that.
Oh, the twinkly sparkly at the end is quite nice.
I don't like that.
It's better than what that thing does when you turn it on.